Alright, well, once again, I've spent several days here waffling between some avalanche matches and flood matches and different things, and once again what's happened is that I've ended up coming into play and finding that I have no hard drive space, and erasing files without really looking at them to make space, and then coming to find out that all the stuff I was thinking about posting I'd actually erased sometime last week. This one I'd actually ripped out at some point, so I did have it available, and yes, it's downtown again. This is a couple of matches downtown, one fairly long one and a shorter one. This one here, I think we got pushed back a little bit, back to our core at one point, and then made a slight comeback, although it isn't I don't think it's a huge comeback.
Attack the tank mode.
Mainly like it because it's more or less fair. I had the orb there and didn't realize it. Don't have a huge advantage in terms of numbers, one team to the other, and I got a few good kills. Didn't play too badly. Spent a lot of time in the bender on this map, which is what I tend to do on this map. This is a match with a fairly large number of players in it too, which is something I like about it. Well, you know, there are some matches where you've got fewer players that are actually pretty good matches. It just depends on who's in them and whether and how fair they are and what they're playing like.
Attack the tank node.
This one so far is really conventional. Grab the bender, go to center, which is what I do pretty much every time on this map. A lot of these maps, you end up starting them out pretty much the same way. I think that might have been needed. Left that bender there. It's a good idea to pick it up. Don't want somebody else to get it.
Grab the redeemer.
So yeah, we're fighting over center. Spent some time playing greed earlier because I got it. Yeah, that's what you don't want to say. I was going after that nuke and somebody on blue got it. Now I got to chase after him. I don't really. Oh, there he is behind me. I think that's him. I want to grab those jump boots so he doesn't get those at least. Nah, somebody else had the nuke. He nuked center while I was fooling around with this guy, so I'm going to see what I can do about taking center back, but blue's on it. Our prime is shielded for the moment, but that's not going to last long. I want to get this vehicle and drive it forward towards the prime and center, and well, the center's down, so I don't have to drive it into center, I don't think, right away. I'll drive towards, I don't have to drive it toward the prime right away, I'll drive it towards center. There's our orb, he just went down. That's wicked shit there. This time I'm trying to avoid getting suicide here. Oh, there's that tank.
Attack the center node.
I mean, it's bad when I avoid one scorpion and then I luckily avoid another scorpion and then drive forward to avoid them too, and then suddenly you're face to face with the tank. That's a bad feeling.
Attack the center node.
I was gonna go after that tank, but I had an Avril behind me and the tank in front of me, and between those two, I probably could have dodged the tank a little bit better than that. But we are definitely getting pushed back. Here comes the blue orb trying to make his way down that alley. We're getting pushed back pretty bad now. We looks like we took the tank node for a minute there to try to get the tank back whenever we killed it, but now blue's getting that back too. So blue's doing a pretty good job here. And now we got center again for the moment. It's going back and forth pretty good. Yeah, I spent a little time playing greed earlier, but greed's interesting. You know, greed. Virtual capture the flag, you know, people debate the virtues of these different game types, but I just don't like them as much. Mainly I don't know how to put it. I guess I could say they're too linear. You know, there's one goal on the other end of the field, and you got to get to it. You got to drop your skulls there, or get the flag there, or whatever. The warfare, it's not as linear, you know. You're not necessarily always going for the same point, you know. Where you're going on the map depends on how much territory your team has, how much territory the other team has. You actually have to use the mini map there and figure out which way you need to go, and you have to know your way around the map so you know how to get there. Most of the maps are pretty simple, but you see it a lot on if you ever get into any custom maps, you see it a lot where people just have no idea where anything is, and that gets a little bit interesting. Oh, I remember this now. I was feeling very lonely here. You'll notice that our prime is down and there's nobody here but me. You know, once again, I don't like to be a nervous Nelly, you know, but it's times like this that I really have to sit and wonder, you know, where is the rest of the team? Our prime is down. Where else is there to be but the prime? And I'm the only one there. You know, damn it, I hate to complain, but sometimes I just feel, you know, I don't know, like a motherless child. I don't know. Anyway, how did we get the map back? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, never mind. I got brain damage. It's like 3 or 4 in the morning here. We had that was the enemy prime there. Yes, that's right. Ah, yes. Now I remember. Oh God.
Attack the tank node.
I have no brain left. I was holding the enemy prime, and I was the only one there. We had the enemy prime down for like a minute and a half there, and I was the only one there. If I had any sense, I would have turned that bender around and backed it up over the bollards. But I knew that the instant I tried to do that, there was going to be a scorpion coming right through those doors. Well, that kind of destroyed my morale. You know, it's something like that that just makes you feel like, gosh darn it, why should I even try? Well, no, it's not that. I'm just playing really badly right now. So is the rest of the team, really. Notice, yeah, see how quickly we had the entire map there. We've now been pushed all the way back to our. That's really bad. Here's the blue tank. Now this I really like. You can do this. You can do this once in a while with this vehicle. You know, it's like that's like raping the tank. You know. I don't usually get away with it, but yeah, once in a while you can do that with the Paladin. The Paladin is actually good for 1 or 2 things, and that's one of them. You can actually just drive over shit sometimes. Put up your shield and just drive over stuff, and just hit them over and over with the reflection shot. You know, if you hit your primary fire while you got that shield up, everything behind the shield gets hit, including the tank if you're on top of it.
Grab the shape charge.
But no, that usually doesn't work. Usually he killed you. But yeah, you can put up your shield, just drive right up on top of him. Well, this is kind of the low point of this match, you know. We're driven back to our core. I'm reduced to using the Paladin to try to defend the core, which some players will laugh to see that. They'll say, ha ha ha, you have no chance to defend the core with that Paladin. But it does slow him down. And the downtown match, you know, it is unique in that you do have the opportunity to defend the core. Most maps, a lot of maps, you don't really want to waste time trying to defend the core because it's just too hard to cover it, and you're much better off just riding off and attacking the prime. This map here is an exception. That's another thing I like about the warfare maps, is that there's exceptions. You know, it's not the same strategy on every map. You got, you know, it changes. And what's best to do just depends on what map you're on. And on this map, okay, well, you know, it is inevitable you're gonna get knocked out. You know, there's only a certain amount of time you can last trying to hold the core like that with the Paladin. But you know, to be honest, the Paladin's not good for much else. It's not my favorite vehicle, and it is good for that. So why not use it for that? The other bad side of that is that, you know, I'm depriving the team of my great expertise elsewhere on the field, I guess you could say. So maybe that's a downside, but maybe not so much. We've still got nothing. Our core is still down. We are gonna win.
Enemy ore carrier down.
Grab your orb.
It might be a matter of somebody joining on our side, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to watch the little messages at the bottom to really be sure, but we are going to drive him back here. Okay, so our prime is now down again. There's the tank. This is a good maneuver. I'm going to drive past this tank, and he almost pulled me over, but I'm going to drive past the tank and use the shield so that Blue can't kill him before he gets into our prime, which is what they're going to try to do. Had to knock down the blue orb there, and that was enough so that they were able to kill me. Gonna get a nice kill there. I always like to do that. That keeps the tank from going down for the moment. Grab the bomb, get over here. Going in for the going in to bomb the center. Really need to kill the orb carrier before I drop the bomb, but I can't stay in the mantle long enough to do that because sure as hell somebody down there is going to have a admiral. It's a moot point because somebody managed to cap center. I don't know who did that. He must have just jumped in while those two guys were looking the other way. This Scorpion is hopelessly trapped. I'm not going to waste any more time trying to get it back. I need to get into center. Yeah, you see something like that, you just want to get away from it. There's better places to be. I need to bring a vehicle up towards. I'm lucky center didn't go down while I was screwing around back there. Yeah, I was gonna go in towards the prime. I seen this guy camping the nuke. I'm gonna pause long enough to take him out, and I'm gonna chase this mana away because I don't want blue getting the nuke. But I'm not gonna sit there and wait for it myself. I'm going, let's see, towards enemy prime. And that's going to be putting me in a position to kill a couple people here. There's some wreckage, and I'm going to drive past that. Not really going to get anything done here, just raise a little hell and get killed. But we got a pretty good hold on center, so we're going to knock him back here. Some people would, would sigh heavily to see me grab the Berserk in a Scorpion, because I really don't consider the Scorpion to be the vehicle to take the Berserk in, and I can see their point. It's better to use the Berserk with the bender, but there is no bender. What can I do? I don't want the enemy getting it. That's the excuse I'm going to use. Well, now we got their prime, and their orb is going down, so that's pretty much it. We're getting there. Yeah, 20 points. I think this is just about it. Yep. Alright, so that's the first match, and the teams are fairly even. That's a good thing to see. Didn't get top score there by half, but yeah, didn't do too bad. We're one up. And where are the noobs? You always it's always another factor you have to look at. Where are the noobs? Are the noobs on our team? You usually know if the noobs are on your team because you're losing.
Attack the tank node.
But you don't want the noobs on the other team either, because that makes it unfair. Right? I like to have the noobs evenly distributed. If there's any developers out there, I think you should figure out a way to distribute the noobs. They should be evenly distributed. Somebody should work on that. I think this match is going to go a little bit quicker. I'm going to get a real nice kill there on the blue orb carrier, so they're not going to get that. There's a blue vendor back in there, and but he's pretty heavily damaged. I think we'll manage to get him too. Got these Scorpions coming in. Oh, gosh darn it. Oh. Alright. Let me go back here again. No vehicles. Well, there's a Scorpion. Let me drive that forward. Why am I driving this way? Because blue has the tank. That's right. So I'm hunting the tank now. He's not in his base, so he must have driven forward. Where is that tank? There he is. Let me get that tank.
I have the orb.
Just suicide into him, and then try and finish him off with the link. Oh, he's got a healer, but that's not going to be enough to save him. So good news. The tank is down. That's going to give us a chance to take down the enemy prime before they get another tank, which they may get another tank, because I'm not going all the way over there to try to take that tank no down. I'd rather take the prime. Yeah, it's personal preference, I guess. I'm not going after secondary objectives when the primary is within our grasp and we're about to lose the opportunity to take it, We've got the chance to take the prime. Our center's under fire. Okay, well, notice I didn't go after the prime. I'm sitting there holding off the blue people from trying to reinforce their prime. But the same thing, it's always about taking the territory. The secondary thing, the tank, it's nice to have, but I'm not going to go over there when I have a chance to take the prime or something. Okay, now I'm just escorting the tank, which is, again, something I love to do with the Scorpion. The Scorpion is really good for this. It's almost what it's for. You want to have if you're in the tank, it's nice to have a Scorpion around because you can kill those fucking mantis, that are so dangerous for you. Of course, the tank can kill the mantis too, but not always.
Attack the tank node.
But the Scorpion's gonna nearly always get the Mantis. Okay, well this is it's still 100 to 100, but this really is gonna wrap up pretty quick. The tank's looking pretty good. I'm gonna stop back here and heal him up a little bit, but he's real helpful. Our orb is sitting there. I'm not gonna grab the Berserk this time. You know, I'm gonna let somebody. I'm hoping somebody in a vendor comes along and gets it. That vendor would have been nice to have it, but there's no way he's getting it. So. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna screw up this suicide. I'm gonna get out and finish him off, or help finish him off. Get into this. I'm getting really good with. I'm actually starting to use the speed brake on these vehicles, which is very nice actually. If you get used to using the speed brake, these vehicles are a lot more maneuverable with that, and you can pull off some. Well, I don't know if they're all that valuable, but they sure look good. You know, it looks really cool when you spin these vehicles around and land them right where you meant them to go. You know, it's. And I suppose it can save your life once in a while if you can turn it around and turn a retreat into attack very quickly. Okay, here we are. We're getting there. I was gonna try to. I want to do it. You know, I'd love to attack the core with that nuke, but I was one Admiral away from getting killed there. I managed to kill him, turn around, and ran into another Scorpion. So that's okay. Once again, I don't really care if I'd never used the nuke. It's good enough for me if I keep the enemy from getting it. That's
Attack the enemy core.
next best thing. There, we've got a noob there. You can always tell the noob because he's the guy in the turret defending the center when we've got their prime. And I think I gave him some friendly criticism about that later, and I'm sorry if that insulted him, but I can't. Yeah, it's a bad habit I got, but I will hand out, you know, all this wonderful advice to everybody and that nobody really wants or needs. That's just about it. Oh well, I'm gonna try to get an avalanche out here next time up. We're almost done, aren't we? Just about. Will I make it to the prime again? No. Yeah, I'm just gonna drive right in front of this guy and just stare at him, you know, coldly. Get the hell out of that turret. He's not gonna do it. We're just about done here. Yeah, that's their last gasp there. Yep. Okay, happy.
Wins the match.
You think you have what it takes?
I'm in position.